All right, next for you on the 7, a date is now set, and the state Supreme Court has tasked a judge with reviewing Tennessee's execution protocols before moving ahead with the execution of the only woman on Tennessee's death row. Attorneys for Krista Pike had asked for the review, arguing Tennessee cannot carry out the execution without violating Pike's constitutional rights, pointing to her medical and mental health conditions, as well as the recent failed execution attempt of Tony Carruthers. Now, Tennessee Supreme Court appointed Senior Judge Mark Ward as a special master to handle the review, and a hearing is set to start on August 11th. Pike was sentenced to death for the 1995 murder of Knoxville Job Corps student Colleen Slimmer and is scheduled to be executed on September 30th. The state has previously said Pike exhausted her appeals and that her death sentence should move forward. Next on our list for you, new information coming out of a morning investigation in White Pine. Tonight, an off-duty police officer has been arrested on a charge of child neglect after a 2-year-old showed up at a neighbor's house with no adult to be seen. Alexander Lane is out on bond tonight. The Jefferson County Sheriff's Office says Lane previously served as a county corrections officer and is now a patrol officer with the Newport Police Department. This starts around 8 this morning when White Pine police were called out to Walnut Street about a report that a child had shown up at a person's home. Police and deputies tried to find the child's parent or guardian. Then, according to the Sheriff's Office, Alexander Lane called authorities saying a child in his care had gone missing. Lane told investigators he had been up late working on his house, fell asleep on the couch, and then woke up around 10 and could not find the child. Investigators say the child had walked about 1/10 of a mile and had been away from the house for around 3 hours. All right, up next for you tonight, Fentress County deputies have arrested a man in connection with a hit and run that left a pedestrian seriously injured in Grimsley. Investigators say around 2 Wednesday afternoon, a pedestrian was hit by a car on Long Point Road and the driver fled before deputies arrived. Authorities later identified Matthew Mers as the suspected driver and took him into custody in about 2 hours' time. Mers is charged with attempted criminal homicide and leaving the scene of an accident involving bodily injury. Now, during the investigation, deputies also found marijuana growing at a house that Mers had visited, and another man, Sonny Jenkins, was charged with simple possession. Now, the investigation into both cases remains active. All right, next on our list for you, a Knoxville man arrested and charged with attempted murder after a shooting left another man injured. This morning, Knoxville police announced that 18-year-old Tyler Mayfitt was arrested on multiple charges. Now, he's facing 2 counts of attempted first-degree murder, 2 counts of employing a firearm during the commission of a felony, and 1 count of especially aggravated robbery. Tuesday, KPD officers responded to a 911 call from a woman who said her boyfriend had been shot. The victim told police that he and his girlfriend were driving Mayfitt when the shooting happened during an attempted robbery. The victim was taken to UT Medical and was treated for non-life-threatening injuries. Up next for you tonight, new information in a Knoxville shooting that left a police department employee hospitalized. That victim now releasing a statement on the incident. As we've reported, investigators were searching for evidence at the scene of a shooting in South Knoxville back on July 12th when the suspected shooter returned and then allegedly shot at officers, hitting crime scene tech Cody Lawson. You know, we've told you that Lawson has undergone several surgeries since the incident, and today she released a statement saying in part, quote, "I've been overwhelmed by the kindness people have shown me, the prayers, messages, phone calls, flowers, cards, visits, and every simple 'I'm thinking about you' have meant more than I could ever explain," end quote. She goes on to say she hopes to recover both physically and mentally and soon be back at her job serving the community. Next on our list tonight, a Morristown man is arrested by U.S. Marshals after reportedly threatening an officer. According to the Marshals Service, Justin Crum is charged with threats against a public official and for violating parole. This after he allegedly said that he was going to kill a Morristown police detective and hurt his wife. The threats are reportedly in response to that detective arresting Crum's girlfriend on drug charges. Crum has a lengthy criminal history, including convictions for aggravated assault, aggravated burglary, and possession of meth, among other charges. Now, he is now being held in the Hamlin County Jail. And as the Knox County Commission moves to reassess how the Sheriff's Office uses flock cameras, we're taking a look at how these devices actually work. And when we talk about flock, we're typically talking about license plate readers, or LPRs, a term that is often used interchangeably with automated license plate readers, or ALPRs. Now, the Knoxville Police Department used flock cameras before switching to its new provider. Axon KPD says their license plate readers only collected still images of license plates with the date, times, and location. KPD spokesperson Scott Erlin says the data is then stored on a closed system, meaning the department owns and controls the data for 30 days before it is deleted. He says there are guardrails in place to prevent the system from being abused.
Any officer can do an inquiry of the system, but in order to do that, they have to include a report number as well as a written description of what the reason they're even conducting the search to begin with. These systems have really strong auditing tools. Anything that we do in the system, or anybody does in the system, is documented so that we can go back and audit that and stay on top of that.
Erlin adds that only supervisors, which he describes as officers with the rank of lieutenants or above, can input license plate information into KPD's hot list for serious crimes is restricted. If you are heading downtown this weekend, today marks the official launch of Knoxville's first designated outdoor refreshment area in Market Square. Now, city leaders say it's designed to support local businesses while giving visitors a new way to experience downtown. Starting today, people 21 and older can purchase a beer from a participating business and walk through the designated DORA boundaries. City leaders say the goal is to encourage people to stay downtown longer, support local restaurants and bars, and create an even more active Market Square.
DORA is always going to be about economic development and creating a great sense of place. Market Square is a natural gathering spot already for our community. This is just an opportunity for them to additionally support our local businesses.
There are a few rules people need to know. Only drinks purchased from approved DORA businesses can actually be carried through the area. Those drinks must be served in a clear cup or can with an official DORA sticker. Glass containers are not allowed. Customers cannot bring their own alcohol, and drinks must stay inside the designated DORA boundaries. Now, the program is currently limited to beer, with wine and spirits expected to be added later. And city leaders say they'll be monitoring how the program operates, but they hope it encourages people to spend more time supporting local businesses in Market Square.